What is up? I am alive. And Flaco Chez, I'm glad to see you. I am glad you are here. Sorry, it's kind of a little bit of a later night gaming session. Um, hey, hey, Skylar. Hey, sorry, Alyssa, how are we? I am glad you are here. Sorry, it's kind of a little bit of a later. Oh yeah, ain't that the truth? Ain't. Hey, hey, Skylar. Hey, sorry, Alyssa, how are we? Yeah, dude, Arma's a good game. Oh yeah, ain't that the truth? Ain't. Good. I'm just hearing multiple things in my ear at once, so I apologize for uh the little the problem going right now. Not quite fully prepared, I guess. I thought I was. I thought I was. Let me do something real quick. Uh, we are gonna turn off this. So now you should be able to see me. It'd also be great if you could hear me. Hopefully that is also true. But thanks for joining, Flaco Sanchez. It doesn't matter if you've been away and you're just getting back to us and rejoining us now. That's also freaking amazing. I'm glad. I'm happy you're here. And I'm also really happy you're out there enjoying your game. So you were saying you are playing Arma. I know that's one of your favorites. That is definitely one of your favorites. And to me, it's a lot like the Squad. I play Squad. Um, Very similar, like tactical, realistic, like gaming war schemes. Yeah, I did Arma. Yeah, go ahead and remind me, Flaco, how long the game sessions are in Arma. I know the ones in Squad are actually pretty long. Um, but not. I don't think they're gonna come anywhere close to Arma's. I got a message to share first. Blako, you may have not heard this yet unless you followed up on our channel recently, or looked into the messages on my channel. And so I'll go ahead and reiterate it. I'll say it again right now. No problem. I'm just doing the opening of my stream, talking to the viewers real quick, and then I will. So take your time. Okay, good. I'm glad you're hearing everything. I'm glad for it. Um okay. So let me go ahead and talk real quick. Sorry, I also had someone else talking in my Discord in my ear, so I was responding to them. And that right now I'm trying to make it so that anyone patches in, they will be able to um what am I looking at here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, good. Okay, so if my friend rejoins um, Discord, they should be able to talk and we'll start hearing them. All right, guys, let's start for a second. I'm dealing with a little bit of, well, I'll tell you what I'm dealing with. Uh, Okay. The channel is called ColdLook Game Therapy. And Flaco, you've been around a long time, so you know that. This could be a message for people that might click on this video when it goes live, like as a video later tonight or tomorrow. But I'm also going to be talking specifically to the people that are in the chat. So if you're not physically here in the chat right now, I hope you'll join tomorrow night when we're live again and join the chat. Okay, so ColdLook is my gamer tag, at least in most games, on most platforms. That's spelled cold look, as in looking with your eyes. I don't know how many times, and it's probably because people are in the middle of a game and they're like, going hard, and they don't pay attention to the name of the person that killed them or in the kill feed up in the corner. So they always call me Cold Lock. Cold Lock. They're just mistaking the C for the O. But the way a reason I want to clarify for a minute is no cold look. No, cold look. As in your eyeballs looking at you. I don't mean to get all sensitive and correct. I'm mostly joking. But there's a reason why the game tag is that. As it has a double. It has it. Yeah, it has a double meaning. I'll tell you the double meaning real quick. It's the cold look on my face, like this. Or no, that more of a cold stare. It's the cold stare I will be giving you as I delete your character. I'm talking all ominous right now on purpose. As I delete your character from the game forever. So the cold look I'm giving you while I add your name to my stats. But also, and this is a little grim, this is just like the guy sitting here playing games, looking a little bit like a Grim Reaper. We'll talk about him in a minute. It's also the cold look that will be on your dead body's face. No, okay, that sounds gruesome, okay? But that's gamer talk. That's living in the gamer world. And I want to slow down for just a minute. I want to slow down just for a minute. And we're going to actually use the game therapy part of the channel's name. So we got ColdLook Game Therapy. Game Therapy is the second version or second name in the title of the channel. And what I want to do, Flaco, is lean into that more. Because earlier, I wasn't really leaning into that hard. And I want to say, and I'm so glad you're here, because you might have even been one of my subscribers that joined because of the name Game Therapy. You might have found us through that. And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping a lot of other gamers come here for that. Because on this channel, we're about mental health awareness. We're about using games as a way to cope with anger, with a hard day, like having a hard day, like for example, I'm a 40 plus gamer. That's the big 40 in age. I'm actually older than that. I know I look young. I know, I know. Save your compliments. S- yep, yep. I'm definitely trying to lean more into that therapy side of the content. Uh, because I don't think my channel is being like properly represented, like in the YouTube and Twitch algorithm, so that we can add more viewers, we can add more members, more Vel walkers. That's what I'm going to call the chat. That's what we're going to explain here in a minute. But honestly, that's what we are going to start calling my chat. And Flaco, you tell me if you disagree with this, but I will explain it first before you have to agree to be called a Vel Walker. But this channel, I think, and I'm going to call my chat Vel Walkers. That is, I'm going to type it VEIL Walkers. Let's see. Exactly. Let's drop into that real quick. Okay, we're going to explain the meaning. Starting with, you got this image. We're going to talk about this image on the screen right now in a minute. But we're going to start by showing you a couple different images, all right? Let's talk about this for a second. This one has a lot of symbolism. Okay, like I say, bell walkers. What I think of when I talk about bell walkers is somebody that is balanced. I don't know if you ever heard of, you got the Jedi and then you got like the Sith and the dark, light and dark side, okay? There's also in, I don't even think it's canon, but in myth, maybe not canon, there is those that are called the Gray Jedi. And the thought of a Gray Jedi totally uh, piques my interest. Because I don't know if you ever played the old Star Wars games. There was one, and I'm struggling to remember the name of it, where your character made choices. So, like, if your character um, did, I mean, I think it was like an MMO or at least an open world game, and your character made decisions, and those decisions started to change your character, whether they started leveling up their dark side or their Jedi powers. And if you rode the middle, like if you kind of like rode the middle line, you basically were a Gray Jedi. But in there's actually characters, and I'm struggling with names because I'm not like a. I'm glad you see it. Yeah, thank you, and thank you for putting up with me right now. Sitting here talking our ears off, not even playing games. But we're a game channel, and trust me, after a short message, we're gonna start playing some games. And I haven't even decided what game yet. I don't even know what I'm gonna play. Maybe we could all decide together. I'm kind of leaning towards Borderlands for. Thank you. Hey, this is gonna be a total joke, but the word yap is negative. It's like I'm just kidding. I am kidding. It's funny. I appreciate you being willing to listen to me yap. I appreciate it. So, kind of my plan is for the future of the channel. LOL. I know. I am. That's why I'm joking. Yo, Flaco. I just want you to know that I am busting your balls right now. I'm I'm giving you crap. My mind's all over the place. We're gonna get back to talking about the Velwalker. So we're gonna get back to talking about the Velwalker and the Velwalker way and the Velwalker message. Um, but hey Flaco, you already know this about me. I think I've already talked to you about it. And for those of you else in the stream right now watching, but I've already talked about this before, and this comes to part of the channel, Game Therapy. I am a person that lives with bipolar. Bipolar, that's a mental health. Some would say illness, but I want to flip the script here, and I'm going to actually talk about why bipolar is not necessarily a weakness, why bipolar might be in some ways a strength. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's not difficult. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's doesn't make your life harder or well, the word I'm thinking of is difficult, but I was trying to find a better word for it. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And this is what will lead right into a Velwalker real quick for you. I wish I loaded a couple more images, but this one's the one we're going to talk about first, so we might as well still leave it here. Sorry if it's getting boring and you're not seeing enough. There you go. There's a Velwalker walking into the sunset. There's a Velwalker running from zombies and the scary parts of life and jumping across the gap that is scary, taking a leap of faith. There's a Velwalker in a peaceful night scene that is noticing a change coming in their lives, noticing a pattern or a portal opening up that they're excited to walk towards. Here's one that's similar, walking through a portal, but on the left side here you got more of a dark, fiery energy going on. And I'm not even going to call it negative or bad energy. I'm just going to call that like fiery You might say the dark side, but I don't mean it in like a bad way, like as though it's evil or something. It's a certain type of energy, more of a thick, heavy energy. Then over here, you got like the clouds parting and more of like a little bit of the moonlight coming through, and the portal. There's still the portal there that he's working towards. Let's see. I want to talk about this one for a minute though. Okay, back to the Bellwalker. So we were making kind of a reference to the Gray Jedi. Someone that walks the line or the bridge between the dark side and the light side. This dark side, I'm trying to avoid, we are not calling it evil. We are not calling it evil. We're calling it like the thick, the heavy, the parts of life that you like struggle through but help you grow. You know what I mean? Like without a challenge, you don't grow. If everything was just easy all the time, you wouldn't get better at anything. The challenges, now getting back to bipolar, let's explain it real quick. Some of you might actually have bipolar. Maybe that's why you're here, or any other mental, I don't even want to call it a disability. We ain't going to call it a disability on this channel. We're going to talk about it as an ability. We're going to change having depression and put a positive spin on it and help ourselves start to look at it as a stepping stone or as a way to grow. So anyways, with bipolar, let's do an unmedical, listen, I'm not a doctor, okay? I don't want to confuse people when they see the game therapy part of the title. I don't want to confuse them and make them think that I'm a therapist and I have a degree or anything. I'll probably restate this a lot. I'm gonna have to make this point a lot so that new viewers don't think I'm a doctor or something, because I have no degree. I'm not a psychologist or a therapist in the sense that I have a degree in it. I'm just trying to point to the fact that the stuff we're going to talk about and the games we're going to play, no matter how bloody they are or how much we use them to release energy. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to take credit and say I have a good heart, but I appreciate you saying it. And I do. I don't know. Why would I deny it? Yeah, I have a good heart. Yeah. I want to help people. I truly do care about people. And the Veilwalker cares about people and doesn't want to dismiss their walk of life. That's why this is a little dramatic to show a Grim Reaper the death and an angel. It's a little dramatic. We're not saying evil or good. This picture just is reflecting two opposing things. I want you to think more of it like the yin yang symbol. like how it has the light in the dark, but some of the light inside of the dark. Balance. Balance is what that symbol means. I'm not okay. It's going to take me all night to like completely describe the Velwalker. Let me just check my phone real quick. Just listen to the music for a minute. Enjoy yourself for a minute. I had a whole bunch. I'm basically writing a book about an archetype I'm making up called the Velwalker. Give me just a sec. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna have to read it to you. This is something that defines the Velwalker so that I can read it and like keep on topic and not keep flailing around. So I'm gonna read it real quick. Um, I want to say this real quick though. We're having trouble tonight. When I say we, we're talking about me. So sorry. I speak in like the third person or for all of us a lot. I'm bipolar. If you don't know what it is, essentially it is you have a chemical imbalance, is what I'm told. And sometimes your body or mind is not producing enough like feel goods, right? It's like all of a sudden a bit of a fog or a darkness comes over you and you're feeling depressed and you're low energy and nothing's giving you pleasure or like feeling good to you. The food doesn't even taste good at sometimes. Like everything's just like you're just tired of the monotony, the mundane, like getting up, going to work every day. It's like a struggle. Then on the opposite side of that, you have what I'm going through right now. Like literally now, today, it's been a struggle. I'm manic. I am manic. Now let me describe mania to you for a second. Mania is the opposite. Now all of a sudden I have tons of energy. Now all of a sudden my brain's racing. It's moving 1,000 miles an hour. I'm skipping from one thought to another thought to another thought, and it's just boom, boom, boom. And the people around me, they get tired of me talking. So we'll see how it goes over with you all in the chat tonight, or those of you that are going to watch at a later date. Anyways, point I want to make is that my brain is skipping. It's almost like ADHD when it's like you could basically, when you're manic, you're like a very ADHD person. One thought, new thought. Today at work, I was even singing out loud, and I never do this. Just the same thought was just repeating and repeating and repeating. And it was a song, and it was like, Sunny and 75. Overstimulation. Yep. Overstimulation matches it perfectly. Yeah. You nailed it. All right. So because I want to help people and I want to understand bipolar for myself, but I'm also kind of a mystic or a person that loves like archetypes. Like I think a lot about like angels and demons or Star Wars, the Jedis and the dark side of things. Not evil and good. I don't want to call it evil and good. I don't. And I'm also not going to talk about religion. I might talk about spirituality, like mostly to kind of like ease into like the way we feel and stuff. But I'm not going to tell you like this is how the world is. This is how it isn't. You'll never hear me telling you that you need me or that you won't. That I'm never going to say, "Hey, you need me." You don't need me. You're here to enjoy games. You're here to talk. You're here to help each other, make a community. Um, Anyways, it's not religion. It's more of like therapy or self help or life coaching, that kind of stuff. But the unique thing about this channel is it's not just that, it's gaming. It's meant for people that are gamers who use gaming as a hobby, who use gaming as therapy, as a release, as a way to take anger out on something that's not in the physical world that you're in, or to relax. It doesn't, you're not always playing violent games. Sometimes I play violent games, sometimes I play competitive games, sometimes I want to just chill out, like say I play No Man's Sky and I'm just out there to discover things, or I'm feeling creative so I'm playing uh, Minecraft and I'm making stuff, or an MMO where I can meet people and conversate and like enjoy a different world that's not the the one that made me tired today, right? And one of my favorite parts about gaming is the community. Exactly. Yep, that is the truth. Okay, since you're here, Flaco, I want to talk about the Vel Walker real quick. And why I might want to ask us in the chat if we want to be called Vel Walkers. But first, I have to sell you on the idea that Vel Walkers are cool. And you don't even have to want to be called a Vel Walker. I won't call you one unless you want to be called one. This isn't beer, by the way. This is one of those like liquid deaths. They like purposely market their water. It's literally like healthy water, but they purposely market it to look like a beer can, and it isn't. That would be bad during my manicness. I'm not saying drinking is bad. It's not good for people with mental health sometimes, or it's not good if you're addicted to it, just like anything else. But I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just telling you that this isn't a beer. This is liquid death. Water, like sparkling water with lime in it. Pretty good if you ever want to try it. Okay, Vel Walker. Here's the definition. Okay? Took me forever to get to this point, but here we are. The Vel Walker. The Vel is like kind of the mist in between um, two realms. Some people would relate it spiritually, like, oh, it's the veil that goes over your eyes when you were born, so that you don't remember your past lives or your what heaven was like or whatever. If you believe in that, if, but it doesn't have to be that. The veil walker could, the veil could be the bridge. That's what this is, a bridge, the veil between two sides. Say there's a debate, okay? Like this guy on the left wants to debate the gal on the right, and the veil walker's the guy standing in the middle. Like, notice he's like perfectly in the middle. You know what I mean? He's listening to both of them. He hasn't picked a side. He's there in between. But it's more about balance. It's more about seeing good in the bad and bad in the good. I'm going to read the definition real quick. Okay? Let's just read this paragraph and then move on. Okay? And then we'll talk about it a lot more other nights. The Veil Walker is a soul or a person who lives between worlds, grounded in the everyday, yet aware of the unseen threads that connect all things. To live the Veil Walker life is to move with balance between shadow and light, gaming and growth, struggle and peace. It's about seeing challenge as experience. And I was saying that earlier. It's seeing challenges as experience points, emotion as energy. Like being manic or positive, it's energy. Even depression, it's energy. It's an energy source, like an electricity, like something that powers your body or your mind or even your hands to control the controller that you're playing with. It's a balance between shadow and light, gaming and growth, struggle and peace. It's about seeing challenge as experience points, emotion as energy, and every interaction as part of the grand co-op of life. A Veil Walker doesn't escape reality, they upgrade it. Through awareness, reflection, and courage to walk the veil with purpose. There you go. I think we should play some games, don't you? Should we leave the... Should we transition? We won't stop talking about games and therapy and how games help us in our lives, but I think we should go ahead and start playing some. Thank you. That means a lot to me. A Veil Walker is an archetype. I researched it. There's not very many people that use that term. And I, in a way, helped create it. This character. And I got way more images I want to show you guys. In fact, if you don't mind, real quick, before we jump to games, I want to show you a couple things since we're on topic. If you don't mind. Or do you want me to switch to gaming? Do I keep yapping or do we switch to gaming? And then come back to yapping at the end or in the middle. I love it. Thank you, Flaco, man. Thank you for being so understanding, especially when I'm bipolar manic tonight. I'm going to the playlist, going to my own channel. I'm going to show you a quick reel. Show you a quick reel of some of my shorts that I literally, not my boxer shorts. We haven't made it to that level yet. You haven't bought me dinner. All right. How the old saying goes, you haven't bought me dinner yet. You're not seeing the boxer shorts. We're talking about YouTube shorts right now. YouTube shorts. Yep. Yep. That's exactly, yes, dude. Okay. I'm 100% with you. Okay. I'm going to play a quick reel and then we're going to play some games. Okay? This will help you understand the Vel Walker a little bit. I might pause. And honestly, Flaco, that's what we all want. Okay, we seeing this? Tell me when you're seeing this image and we'll talk about it. Okay. Okay, there's not just one Vel Walker. The Vel Walker is not a character. The Vel Walker is not one person. The Veil Walker is a way of life. And that way of life is what I kind of just read to you, like someone that seeks balance. Like they don't look at people and call them evil, and they don't look at someone else and call them good. They look at everybody and they call us all humans. They call us brothers, sisters, Conrads, friends, amigos. Like we don't see anyone else as like we're all the same. We're all just people having an experience. Somehow we're here. I don't know why. Some people think they know why. Religions are born by people that think it's this way and others think it's that way, and who knows, right? That's up to each person to decide. That's up to each person. It's not for us to judge. But back to my point, a veil walker isn't one person. It's not a person. It's a way of life. And there's many veil walkers. I want you to think of them as like a monk. They're not in the religious sense, like Buddhist or whatever. Even though I think there's tons of, uh, like awesome stuff to read that comes out of that history and those teachings. But I look at see what makes me a Vel Walker, and trust me, I am one. Like I'm creating it. I'm creating this archetype. Um, okay. So what makes a person a Vel Walker is just someone that chooses to be in the middle. They don't pick sides. they also don't frown on experiences. Like, they're not going to look at someone that's hurting or in pain and not reach out and give them a hand and help them. But they're also not going to fix your problems for you. There's a difference. I honestly believe there's a difference between helping people and trying to fix people. We're not trying to fix people. They You could call someone broken, but that's not your business. You don't get to call someone broken. They might call themselves broken, but that's them choosing to call themselves broken. You might look at them and see them as like someone that potentially could use some help, but a bell walker doesn't. It's this, and I'm not perfect, by the way. I'm not. This is an ideal. This is the way I want to live, not necessarily the way I live. Mm-hmm. Like, also think about it. Like, relationships, like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, however way you want to spin it. Relationships, if one person thinks that they're there to fix a person or they're there to like change them, or you know they're like this, but I could change them, I could, I'll train them. You hear people say, I'll train them. Okay, I think that relationship's gonna fail, but I ain't gonna judge. But some people like to, take the lead. Nothing wrong with that. Like, take the lead, but it doesn't mean you're there to change the person or not respect the way they are. If someone's not respecting the way you are and they think you need fixing, you might want to rethink it. You might want to rethink who you put around you when that's happening. All right, we're going to play this, okay? Uh you should hear sound, but this is a Velwalker. A Velwalker, not the Velwalker. Um See that he's wearing green and a hoodie, because Velwalkers aren't about showing, because Velwalkers are kind of like, they don't make it about them. It's kind of what we just talked about. They don't make it about them. They kind of wear a hood. It's common. This is honestly, you almost always see a Velwalker wearing a hood. They don't do it to hide. They're not hiding, but they're also trying to make it less about them, less about who they are, and more about the message, right? Less of an ego. Bellwalkers, they don't always have to wear green, but green is a color that a lot of them choose to wear. The green has a lot of significance to them because green represents grounded. Like, think of like a forest and roots of a tree, and how the roots like dig into the earth, and a tree is both above ground and below ground. It If it doesn't have roots below ground, it's going to die. And if it doesn't have branches and leaves that are catching the sunlight, catching the energy, then it will die. The roots, they gather water, also necessary. So green, why I depict the Velwalker in green robes, is to kind of represent groundedness or balance. Notice his staff. that staff, you can barely tell, but the staff is made of wood. Another thing that helps point to groundedness, um, like his staff is woods to remind him of the tree, pretty much the tree of life or whatever. Okay, let's read the message. It's going to go fast, so I might have to pause it so we can read it. But here we go. We'll let it run and then we'll talk about it. Do not run from silence. Okay? I'm already going to have to explain that for a second. Silence. Sometimes because I have bipolar, I don't want to talk. The last thing I want to do is really be around like too much energy, too much people, because I'm feeling closed. And then that's not wrong. I don't even want to make that wrong. You're just feeling more stoic. You're just feeling more like you want to be alone or safe. You feel safe without everything around. And then sometimes when I'm manic, we're talking about me here, I talk and talk like I am now. And when I'm like that, I'm forgetting about silence. So silence is in the middle. Like an insecurity I have. Let's talk about that real quick. When I'm with somebody and all of a sudden the conversation stops and there's a pause, like, oh, how's your day going? Oh, good. Blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden it's just awkward silence. It makes me uncomfortable. But why? Why? You got to dig into that part of our minds. Why does it make you uncomfortable? Like, why? If that person's not talking, they're not talking for a reason. Or they can't think of anything to say, or you can't think of anything to say. Don't call it wrong. There's nothing wrong with sitting in silence. And that's like something I need to remember. That's for me. Oh, I just spilled my drink. Okay, I'm going to play the videos for you while I go get this cleaned up, okay? Here we go. The Bell Walker reveals his teachings of balance on this channel. ColdLook Game Therapy soon. I want to talk about this real quick. Now, this guy's not wearing green. He's wearing a purple robe. And there's a reason behind that, too. Um, this Spellwalker is kind of walking in the darkness right now. He's choosing to go into the dark side and kind of like help people that are there. But if he shows up with like white robes, he's like almost too bright. Like you want to meet people where they're at. So like if they're the best way to reach someone, let's say they're feeling like they don't want to talk to people. They're feeling down. They don't want to be around people. Sometimes talking their ear off is not the play. Sometimes going in there and just putting your hand on their shoulder, giving them a hug or something like that's what they need. So sometimes the Velwalker will switch out of their green robes and wear like purple when they're working with the shadow side of things. And they might change colors if they're, doing other things. But anyways, most of the time they wear green. But here's the message. A Velwalker does not rush to banish sorrow. Okay, that's what we were talking about. I don't go in there to fix people. I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to provide you with tools or insight that I don't even think you need, but I'm willing to offer what works for me. I'm offering what works for me to you, and if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't work for you. There's nothing wrong with it. They sit with you, breathing presence into the wound. Darkness is not an abandonment. Okay, this one's about violence. So look how sad she is. Political violence is a mirror of imbalance. It reveals how easy people forget that every human being, whether ally or adversary, carries both light and shadow. To kill for ideology or belief is to mistake the mask for the soul and to deepen the forgetting of who we are. Now, in this picture, the two sides that were fighting start laying down their swords, and look at the smile. This is a female Bellwalker, by the way. Remember, like I told you, they're not all male. It's not just one person. And look, she took her hood off because she is trying to be present with them, and maybe it is about uh, relating to them. We are more than our sides. We are more than our banners, like flags and countries and race and religion. We're more than that. We are more than our banners, is what it says. And until we remember this, the cycle of violence will not end. Worry. Don't you worry. We're going to get into the gaming, but I want. Okay. All right. There's my channel, by the way. There's my banner I created with the cold look. Here's our current stream. Here's my stream last night where we were talking about and playing our favorite Halloween games. Anyways, I want to show you the diversity of the channel. Here's another one. I don't think. No, wait. You've already seen this one. Maybe. All right. Anyways, enough. Enough. Let's play some games. Let's play some games for a minute. I might even have you help me pick a game. So we're going to play games for a bit, and then at the very end of the message, I will have a quick message about this banner here. I'm going to I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm going to type them in the chat real quick. Do we want to play Borderlands 4? Or do we want to play a competitive extraction, Halloween themed, zombie killing, competitive, trying to get out of hard times in life, symbolism game called Hunt Down Showdown? Or a more chill, sort of funny, still kind of like action packed, but I could be a little more like mindless. The Hunt Showdown's going to require focus. Borderlands 4 is going to be more of a chill, kind of funny. And then this other one is Dying Light, the Beast. Which is like it is a cooperative game, but I'll probably just be playing single player because like none of my friends have it right now. But that is an open world parkour zombie game, and it's pretty gory. It's pretty gory. Now here we are. This is the balance that this channel tries to, the weird bridge, the weird line we walk that's balanced. 1 minute on this channel, we're talking about helping people. Helping people. The next minute, we're bashing zombie heads in or competing against people. But that is why the channel is about balance. That's why we're about bridges between. Okay, you getting it? Because basically, yeah, we play games where we're bashing skulls in. Yes. And that it might help us like get a little rage, a little anger out, or it's just kind of fun. I don't know. And then but we're also sharing a positive message. Or at the end of the stream, after we've been killing zombies, we're gonna stop. We're gonna turn on some like positive music. We're gonna breathe a little. We're gonna let take a break from all the chaos, and then either switch games or start up again. And at the end of every night, before I go to bed, we will close with a quick closing message. And tonight's stream is going to be pretty long because I don't work tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow, and I got a lot of energy. Since Flaco's the only one talking in the chat, it'd be very cool if someone else chimes in so we can actually start a three-way conversations. Again, this channel is about community, gamers coming together, helping each other. So you're more than welcome to stay quiet. You're more than welcome to just chill and relax and hear the message. But if you want to type something, do it. Oh. Okay, right now I'm kind of leaning towards Hunt Showdown, going solo against teams 1v3, a little 1v3 in some Halloween kind of October vibes game. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I gotta fire it up real quick. So bear with me. Gonna take a quick break. Again, just switching games, chill out, listen to the music, take some breaths. Then we'll be playing some Hunt Showdown, zombie based Halloween October vibes tonight. Okay. Hell yeah. I'm back. And we're changing moods for a minute. We're switching over to the gaming personality, the gaming side of the channel. So, are you prepared to change our mindsets a little bit and start becoming competitive at least for a minute? You know, not like aggressive, not like mean or rude, but just a little competitive. Just a little competitive. Okay, what am I doing? I gotta turn this off. And I gotta turn. Okay, we're gonna talk about. T- oh, yeah. Maybe this is the moment you've all been waiting for. 5 rounds in the Hunt Showdown world. Don't wait to level up don't wait for the next patch. Level up your life right now. Just a little reminder from the Velwalker. Velwalker message from the gamer side of the deal. Okay. There we go. I think we got everything off the screen. We're actually finally ready to play some games, buddies. Okay, I hope you're having sound. Oh no. Oh no. My mic was off. I keep forgetting. Okay, we're playing some games now. We're going to get a little competitive for a minute. And we are going to segue right into playing. The message for tonight that the title of the stream is Don't Wait for the Next Patch. Level up your life right now. So, anyways, I want to talk about our Jack. Jack. Now, we talked about him last night, and I just got to explain something about how this game kind of works. This guy is a free character, okay? He's randomly generated. Like, the game picks what he looks like. I didn't choose all this. Now, you can hire characters. Like, for example, I want to look at the store real quick. We'll go to... Oh, Legendary Hunters. Sheesh. Come on. Featured in store. You can get skins. Here's all of them. Sheesh. Check these guys out, man. They got some sick skins. And they're all like Swamp Bayou, like. Dude, and you don't have to spend real money on all of these. Some of them you earn. See up here in the top right corner, I have 869 credits. So, like, for example, I could buy this guy right now. I could buy him. Here's another guy I could buy. Dude, this guy, I might want to buy him. The reason why is I'm into, like, Celtic. Dudes, I'm buying him. Look at all these skins, though. Like, okay, I'm going to buy this guy. Now I have 2 legendary hunters. I'm not going to equip them yet because I want to show you something. Oh, it did equip them. Alright, I need to talk about leveling up real quick, though. I gotta lead you into what we were last night. Oh yeah, though. Hell yeah, this makes me excited. I could try this new skin. But let me go to change hunter. Okay, so I have a couple guys, but I wanted to talk about this guy real quick. He's free. This guy, the game randomly generated, and it randomly generates their name too. So, like, if you notice, this guy's name is Jack Angus. Jack Angus, but it's Jack with an E. And what was funny is last night, when he was new, he was level 0. And I won him. Okay, dude, I'm going to make a video out of this. I went in solo 1v3, okay, with this guy, 0 levels, nothing to his name. Now look, right here is where you buy your skill points. So it's an extraction shooter. So if the guy gets into the game and he's able to get out alive, then he gets out with all of his weapons, all the experience and everything he found, and then it turns into points that he can then spend. Right now he has 3 points, and one of them got taken off at 6. I lost it. Oh, we're gonna have to level up again. We're going to use our bow mostly. Alright, while we're loading the game, I'm going to tell you more about the game. So we're 1v3ing. There's going to be teams of 3 most likely. We're 1 player. So we're going to play smart. We're going to have to play... We're going to have to stealth. Okay, we're going to have to rely on our bow and arrow because it's stealth. The game even warns you, competing as a solo player against teams can be difficult for newcomers. Yes, but last night, Flaco, I went in with this dude. Yeah, that happened. Thanks. I like that video. Thank you for liking that. Thanks, Flaco, man. You were a star tonight. You're like the #1 person. You're the only person talking in chat. Come on. Come on, people. I'm not gonna force you. Maybe you're chilling. Maybe you're just vibing out tonight. Relaxing. Maybe I should lower my voice a little so you can chill. So you can relax. However, it's gonna get intense. We're flipping from relaxation over to intenseness right now. We're going from self-help channel to you need to get help channel. Send help. This guy's going home in a body bag type of deal. That's what's so weird about this channel. 1 minute we're talking about helping you, 1 minute we're zipping you up in the body bag. And that's the balance in life. Yep. Hey, it makes me reminds me of Karate Kid. The Karate Kid #1 doesn't like. Okay, so he's in the final match. He's like fighting the main bully kid, and the bully's friend is watching the match, and he just got his ass kicked by the Karate Kid. But so it's down to the championship fight, and you've probably seen this, so I don't need to explain it. But uh, the guy goes, "Put him in a body bag," and I could still hear it in my head, like that bully kid yelling, "Put him in a body bag," and that's right before he does the crane kick. Do 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 do, and then he like crane kicks him right in the face. Put the bully in his place. But martial arts, most people that get into martial arts, they're not there to like learn how to beat people up. They're learning how to defend themselves and defend others. Oh yeah, put him in a body bag. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. All right, it's time to get. Oh, I didn't tell you. This guy's still alive. Last match, which was last night, I logged off right after this. But last night, me and this guy, Jack, I spilled a drink on my mat. Oh man. Me and this guy, Jack, my character, we were 1v, we got 4 kills. We killed a team of 3. Oh man, I can't wait to like make a clip out of that. Pros and dogs. Don't you love the vibes of this game though? Oh shit, that scared me. Oh. Ah, ah, get out! Put him in a body bag. Dude, this game has not actually jump scared me like that. That was insane. Crap, I'm hearing gunshots. There's dogs waiting for me outside. We're just a single player out here. Crap, what is all these sounds? Put them in their place real quick. Can we make this long shot? No, I shouldn't waste it. I don't know if we can jump from this high. Oh, yeah, we took a little damage. Where? I want my arrows back. Oh. Dude, I only have a total of 13 arrows. Oh, no. Okay, there's a lot of fighting going on over here. We're heading towards it. Like I told you last night, you've got it. I got my arrow back. You've got to shoot those ladies in the head. If you don't shoot them in their creepy little head, then they will come back to haunt you. They will send bugs after you that poison you. Where was all that shooting coming from? Ooh, we found a poster. Behind every door is a mystery. Just like in life. Sometimes you open doors, you don't know where you're going. But you know you have confidence. You go in there with confidence. Even if you see a bloody, chopped up dog, you still go in there with confidence. Look at this gruesome mess in here. Take in this atmosphere, buddies. Holy crap. Animal cruelty. Alright, anyways. Get back at it. Okay, right over there, not far. You see that tornado? That means that someone killed the boss. And that we can go over there and make their day bad. And steal the bounty. That scared me too a little bit. Oh shoot, look at this horse. If you walk by it, we had to put it out of its misery. We didn't mean it. We didn't want to have to do it. Ah! Dang it. We're wasting time, buddies. We can't be out here just looking for arrows the whole time. If you go where the horses are, they're dead. Like, you're not gonna be able to help them. They're injured. They're down. Like, you can't ride them or anything. But if you go by them, they'll start whinnying, like making sounds. Look at this. There's spiders close. You don't want to walk through the webs. Then the spiders will come out and get you. Also, there's crows. So there's like crows on the ground. And then there's ducks in the water. Yep. Yeah. Okay, these guys clicked the bounty. So you remember seeing that tornado? The tornado changed to lightning now. And that means that they have the bounty from the boss and they're trying to escape. Close. They're close. You hear them? Shit, there's 3 of them. I saw him. Did you see him? Jump scared me. And that wasn't even a zombie, that was the real player. Yeah. Yeah. Look, for a swamp, like literally a bayou swamp 100 years ago, wouldn't you say, "Oh, I can revive! I can revive!" No! Oh. That one stings a little. Okay, I wanna talk to you real quick. You know how they knew where I was? So I don't know if you know that, those of you that know this game, you already know, but some of you might not. Um, see how she just did that mode where it was orange? You see in the bottom left corner there, like how there's a number 4 with like a red diamond. You get 10, is it 5 or 10 points? So when you have the bounty with you, you have like 5 seconds of vision where you could see um you could see through walls. See that the horse just did the whinny thing. Jeez, this guy's going ham. Dude, that might be a meta right there. So, anyways, it's not cheating. Dude, that bat's insane. What? Is that thing the meta? You know what sucks? I was capping, and I'm not capping. I'm a 40-year-old, 45-year-old dude, man. I don't know how to use my slang, like the words, the cool words anymore. Um anyways, that character that just died, Jack with an E, he was a badass, man. Goodbye, Jack. Let's have a moment of silence for Jack. Let's have a memory. Let's pay tribute to Jack's life. Okay, Jack, he was a good man. Jack, he came from nothing. Came from nothing. He had a hard life on the farm. His mom was always spanking his ass. You don't do this right, Jack. Jack, why do you always listen to me, Jack? You don't ever do it right. Anyways, he had a hard life out on the bayou. Well, one day he went out, he ventured out, he made himself a bow, he strung it up, he carved his own arrows. And he went out on a mission. And you know what? He says, "I'm more than what my mom thinks I am. Like, I'm not just a boy. I'm not a man-child, like my mom always calls me." And he ventured out with a bow and a dream. And that Jack, now I'm going to make a video of it. Last night, Jack right here, the guy dead on our screen. Last night, he 1v3'd. He killed 2 of them. Then the last guy picked up the two of them. Then he killed them again. Jack was a badass. Here's to Jack. He tried. His time was short, but he's gonna be all right. He died like a warrior. We unlocked the big dynamite bundle. All right. Rip Jack. Rip in the chat for Jack. Rip Jack. It's Jack. Weird with an E. I don't know why it has an E, but it does. All right, but now we're moving on to this like Celtic dude. Okay, let's see what this guy got. See, right now it's the fun part. I think he comes equipped with his loadout, but his loadout might cost something. So let's see. Okay, so he doesn't have everything. He's just a skin. I think his guns, his horn, and his axe are all just for play. Like they're not your actual weapons. But we could load them up like that. We could make them dual wield. Let's buy our perks real quick. He has a little points. Dual wield. Dual wielding. Then, you know what? We need to buy Necromancer. Remember that video I made the other day, Blako? I said the real meta is Necromancer. That's why Jack almost got back up. But those guys knew he had a revive. So they were standing waiting for him to get up. Then they hit him again with a bat. It was sick. They did him like they did Joel in The Last of Us. By the way. We're going to dual wield some pistols. Dual wield. See, do we have any already? Let's see, pistols. Should we duel some like big revolvers? Two revolvers. Then we still have a medium slot. So we're getting us a bow for the silence. Dude, we're giving them an axe. Throwing axe. Like the picture. We get them some brass knuckles. Because there's these monsters that are like, kind of they're on fire. So the ones that are on, like, they call them emulators, and they're like on fire. And if you shoot them with like a sharp, like if you shoot them with a bullet or stab them, then they ignite and then they catch you on fire. So I always almost have a loadout. Like I bring in a knuckles, brass knuckles. so that we're prepared for when those guys come, because you got to hit them with blunt objects. It's about blunt objects. All right, here we go. Anyways, I just want to tell a quick story. When I was a kid in middle and high school, dude, all the like a bunch of kids showed up to school with like brass knuckles. I come from a hard time, buddies. I'm telling you, in the 90s, all the cowboys had shotguns in the back of their truck windows. People kept knives. They kept uh and they probably still do today. I'm not saying it's not like this, but it was scary times. At least the school I went to. People had brass knuckles and everything like in their pockets, ready to go, buddies. Ready to go. So you kind of needed to have some self-defense skills. But I never brought brass knuckles. I thought that was a wuss move. You know what I mean? It's like, why do you need brass knuckles, dude? Don't you want to, like, do this like men? Don't you want to square off like real men do? Brass knuckles. The only reason we need brass knuckles right now is because of what I told you about. We'll try to find one in the game. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. So, ready up. Ready to play. We're gonna 1v3. We're hoping to be badasses like we was, like Jack. Rip, 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 Jack. Okay. Sounds good. We're searching for a match. It's taking a while. Let me pop something up on the screen real quick to remind us about tonight's message. Don't wait for the next patch. Level your life up now. What do we mean by it? What exactly are we talking about right now? Well, if you rewind all the way back to the beginning of the video, we actually spent like the first hour or more talking about self-help and mental health and finding balance in life. So while we're waiting to load into the match, I just wanted to remind us that tonight we're sponsored by the idea that it's not just games that we level up, it's our own lives. And don't wait for the next patch to level up. What does it mean? Why are we saying that? Well, basically, the message is don't be afraid of showing up already leveled up. Like, okay, so, in life, you might say something like, oh, well, my life will get better. My life will get way better when I get a college degree. Once I get a college degree, I will really be happy. That'll be when I'm happy. And what tends to happen is you forget that, you know what, to be happy right now. You don't have to wait for a college degree. When I finally get a girlfriend, then I'll be happy. You know what? If you want a girlfriend, you ain't getting one if you're waiting for one. Let's shift gears for a second while we're still loading in. Let's real talk about this for a minute. If you think that you'll be happy when you get a girlfriend, you're not going to get one. The reason why is they want somebody that's happy, someone that's confident. So you want to show up happy before you meet them. You don't want to like wait on them to make you happy. You want to get there happy for them, for yourself already. So don't wait for a patch. That's the point. Don't wait for a patch. Don't wait for a future event to choose to be happy. Looks like we're loading in. A match was found. This game must be not that busy at night. Forgive me, I'm scrolling. We're about to start. Here we are. Dual wielding. Dual wielding with our new character. Hell yeah. Man, we got jump scared twice last round. Getting those Halloween vibes on. Dual wielding beast, man. If you click I, you can look at your guns. Switch into the bow. What in the heck is happening right here? Is this like an Easter egg? Dude, this, you know what this is right here? It's proof that zombies. You ever seen the movie, oh gosh, what's it called? But this zombie right here might be alive. Dude, he was painting a beautiful picture. Was he painting it when he died, or was he painting it like before he died? By the way, we want to head there. We got to put this horse down because it's not animal cruelty, because the horse actually was suffering, you know, his legs are broke. Sometimes you have to do it. Okay, we need to get to that shed up there. You got to pay attention to sounds in this game. Dude, this guy's tattoos are freaking awesome. Dude, the atmosphere in this game is like perfect. Dude, I might hear a real guy. Oh my gosh. Whee! Took a slide down. There's only one boss in this I'm gonna camp this. I'm gonna camp this clue for a minute. I know you all, like, some people have a negative attitude about camping. You know, it's frowned upon. But when you're a solo player against 3 players, I don't necessarily think camping's like bad. Holy crap, how far down does that go? See the crows? You do not want to set the crows off. Gives away your position. Gunfire. Loving the fall leaves. Someone's banishing the boss right now. The boss is not far from us. There's the boss inside of that shack. Oh, there's ducks. Someone set dogs off over there. So we got someone coming from over. Oh no. Ah, gosh. Dogs, birds. We gotta check the map. Okay, we're there. They're coming. We're at the boss fight right now. We didn't do anything good yet. Like I say, I'm soloing a few guys. They have the vision. They know I'm here. We don't want to make too much noise. These guys know where we're at. Man. They might even be up in that tower. They know where I'm at. They're wasting all their... They know where I'm at because... Oh no, I got a dog on me. Oh, I'm screwed. No! Okay, I can get myself up. No. I died to the dog? Look at that bow. You can even buy like cool bow skins. They're burning my body because they know I'm a solo player, so they're burning me. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Good point. That's my body burning, by the way. In this game, um, your teammates can pick you up. So the guy I killed, they're just gonna pick him up. So that guy's, I'll still get it credit. Oh, okay, so like in this game, uh, your teammates can pick you up. Also, that necromancer ability where like, and it only works if you're a single player, but it helps balance things. It helps make the single player have a chance. Let's see. I want to. Um, but if you have the necromancer ability, which means you can revive yourself, if they burn your body, your teammates can't pick you up, and you can't revive yourself with the necromancer. Because as soon as a body burns out, you're dead forever. There's no getting back up. But if you don't burn their body, then they can get up. Yeah, rest in peace. Art rip sea wolf. Oh look, we unlocked the quick load or reload or something. I might play one more, but I have to go check with my wife real quick whether or not I should get off or go play more. So give me just a minute. I hate to keep doing this to you guys, but you just got back, but I need a break. I might be stopping the streams just so I'm not lying to you. I might be, um, but I won't without a quick goodbye. Um, but I'll be right back. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm debating playing one more, but I also probably should get off. And my wife might want to watch. I know it's late, but neither of us work tomorrow. She might want to watch like a show or a movie or something. So we'll probably choose this moment to say goodbye. But before we do, I know I've been yapping everyone's ears off all chat long. I just want to finish with the final thought of the night and a hearty goodbye so that we're going to send us off well for tomorrow. We're going to think positive about it. No matter what's happening, we're going to try to go into tomorrow with a good mindset, good positivity, And there was a message to go along with our stream tonight. So give me a minute. I did record it. All right, I got it. I'm going to read this to you and then we're going to talk about it. Then we're out. Sorry to talk your ears off. Normally, my opening talk will be like 5. I'll try to keep it to 5 or 10 minutes. But tonight, you got bonus round of me talking a lot. And Flaco's the one that said it's okay. And since nobody else talked in the chat, what Flaco says is what Flaco does. He's, if you notice in the chat, it actually lists things. Like if you're the number one chatter, then you got like a crown with like a 1 by your name. If you are the number 2 chatter, you got a 2. Tonight, Flaco is number 1. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Don't wait next patch to level your life. Okay? So go. Do you see it though, Flaco, now that you look at the chat? Do you have like is there a crown with like your name, or maybe since you're on Twitch? No, I think oh, I think if you're on YouTube, you would see it. Not that you need to switch to YouTube, because honestly, like Twitch, I hear is a little faster. YouTube might have a better picture quality, but Twitch is more caught up. So like what I say, it gets to your ears faster. So I don't know. At least for streaming to both, we use something called Restream. It's like a program. Yeah, and it also has a slightly better picture quality though, I think. I don't know. Twitch is about speed and like getting it to you, so the responses are more like on point and stuff. I don't know. They're both good. We're growing on both. The current numbers are Twitch, we have like 122 subscribers. Small, humble channel, trying to grow it. On YouTube, we double it. We're like 100 and no 245 or something. What sucks is it goes up like 2, 3 people, and then a day or so later, it goes down. So to get real growth, it's like you gotta probably add a bunch and then lose a couple and then add a bunch. Anyway, YouTube. We're not here. We're not here to be popular, right? We're here to help each other and have fun, dude. I honestly don't care about the YouTube right now and the money and all that. Mostly I'm taking what I love to do, what I would be doing anyway, and I'm opening up to have fun and enjoy others. In a way, it's like even though I'm playing a single player game, I still have people like Flaco Sanchez with me. It's like playing with them. Okay, here we go. The message of the night. There's a myth that the next patch will fix everything. So when we think about games, okay, like we might be thinking, all right, this game will finally be fixed. It'll finally be better when this patch comes out. But we're relating gaming back to life, okay, for a minute. So let's read on. There's a myth that the next patch We'll fix everything. New balance, new meta, new us. But Veil Walkers don't wait on the perfect notes. We move with the build we have, and we integrate in life service. Your life is the game. Tonight, choose one bug to work on, one stat to nudge, one habit to equip, small, repeatable, even boring sometimes stacks to level up and get to legendary. When you feel under geared, remember progress comes from presence, not perfection. Step once, then again. Let momentum be your patch. Walk the veil with courage. Ship the I don't, this word might be wrong. I wrote it, but it's like I mistype. Don't worry about imperfection. Learn in public and level up now. Real quick, looking at the camera, digging in right at your eyes. With what I just read, even in a game like poor old Rip in the chat, Jack, last night he 1v4'd, he handled business, he was high on life, and then he got let down tonight. He died tonight. But we remember him in our hearts. Sometimes you level up and then you accidentally level down a little. Sometimes in life, the patch comes out and it fixes a bunch of things wrong with the game, but it adds problems. Life is just like this. Like, it's so just like this. Life, oh no, I just took that off. Life is so like this. You know, you fix one thing, you do a thing, and then something else might go wrong. But I don't necessarily like to call it wrong. Let's stop calling it wrong. Let's start calling it like a change or a trial or a opportunity to level up. You know, it's like a boss fight. You beat the boss, you get rewards. Sometimes, like in Borderlands, all the loot comes showering out, and there might be a legendary there. So you're fighting this boss, and you're fighting the boss so that you might have a chance to win, and you get something better out of it. Level up. I think Flakel was off getting some dinner, but earlier I was making a good point. Now we're gonna switch from like leveling you up. Well, it's still leveling you up, but I want to make an analogy real quick. This is a good one. Say you're single. Say you're trying to find the love of your life, the perfect girl for you, or guy, or guy. And what ends up happening is you're saying to yourself, not you, not you. When I say that, I mean like some of us. Some of us might be waiting for that perfect person. And I'm a married guy. I've been married 21 years, happily married. Okay? It's a success, right? But every day is not perfect. Sometimes we fight and all that. But if you say to yourself, I'll be happy when I finally find a partner, someone, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you're thinking to yourself, they're gonna change my life. Everything's gonna be better when I finally get that person. Well, this message right now says don't wait for the next patch. Level up your life now. Level it now. Choose now to be happy. Don't say, hey, I'll be happy when this girl comes along. Because basically, this girl or guy, we'll say, um, they are going to be looking for somebody that's happy already. If you're all bummed out and down on yourself, down on your life, you're not projecting, you're not showing up to the game prepared for that boss fight. Get yourself ready. Get yourself to the point where you already feel like the guy that has the girl. Right? In a video game, boss fight, we'll go back to that. Sometimes you have to realize that that boss is hard and you might have to take a step back, like, and not a real step back, because anything you do, we believe, is actually helping you level up. So sometimes that boss is too hard. So what you do is you go back, you revisit things, you go kill some like mobs, you go, swing your axe at some like easy things to kill so that your XP goes up, so you learn a little bit. And then you get good loot or whatever you need. You go back and you beat the boss like you're the boss. Right? You beat the boss like you are the boss. And like the message of the night said, it's one step at a time. Like it's like game developers sometimes they have to fix like one problem at a time, three problems. They can't fix everything because they have a whole crew. Let's say it's even an indie game, they might have like three dudes making the game, and maybe two of the three guys are married with kids. All right, give them a break, forgive them a little bit. But anyways, so they have to take the time they have. And like me, I'm a working guy. I work 8 hours a day, um, for a school district. I'm a busy man. All right. But I enjoy gaming. Gaming is one of my favorite things. It's my pastime. It's like therapy for me. And then I want to involve a community and like game with people that think like me, that enjoy gaming in a way. I'm too old now to be too competitive, to be honest. But every once in a while I shine, and I'm not going to cut myself short. I still believe in myself. I go out there with confidence in the game. But what I want us to do is not only go out there in confidence with the game, I want us to try to go out there with confidence in life. I want us to show up to that meeting tomorrow confident. I'd like to see us go to school more confident. I'd like to see the kid that literally owns on Fortnite or builds the coolest thing in Minecraft. I want to see them take the confidence they use in the video game life and translate that into their actual life at school, at work, doing things that are scary, things that are like boss fights in life. Okay, so I think we ought to end it there. I think it's getting late. I could probably talk all night. I kid you not. Like I disclosed earlier, I'm a man with bipolar, and right now I'm manic. We won't go into it. You can look it up yourself if you have questions, or we'll talk about it another night. But I could talk all night. But I have only slept 4 hours in the last 2 days because I'm staring at the wall. Like, go. Thanks. Hey, Flaco, you have been absolutely awesome tonight. Appreciate it. You made tonight worth it, by the way. Sometimes it only takes like one. Well, any of you watching this have made my night and have made this feel worthwhile. You know, so I'm not just like teachers petting Flaco Sanchez, but Flaco's been a shining example of like what I hope this channel can become. Friendship, community, talking, leveling up together, game therapy. Game therapy. Okay, guys, signing off. Big hearts and good luck tomorrow. Hope it some of this helped you. Go out there, have fun, play some games, relax, breathe, level your own life up, get some exercise, get some sleep, eat good, make yourself ready. Don't wait for the patch. Be your own patch. Get ready now so that when the game happens, you're already ready. Good night. Thanks for watching. Sub and subscribe if you haven't already. Come join the community.